Good morning, everyone. My name is Krisha Mange, and this is my presentation, which I will be talking about. In this reflection video, I'll be sharing my journey as I explore two of the most profound concepts from the Bhagavad Gita: Atma, the true self, and Swadharma, one's personal duty. These ancient teachings may seem distant, but as I dug deeper, I realized just how relevant and transformative they are in today's world. So let's dive in. Understanding Atma, the true self. Let's start with Atma, which in simple terms refer to our true, unchanging essence. I remember reading this powerful verse from chapter 2, verse 20, where Krishna tells Arjun, "For the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. It has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. It is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. It is not slain when the body is slain." At first, this seemed like a lofty, abstract idea, but as I reflected on it, it hit me. The Atma is not the version of me that experiences fear, joy, or success. It's the part of me that's eternal, beyond birth and death, unaffected by the temporary ups and downs of life. For me, this realization was life changing. I began to see how much of my anxiety was tied to external circumstances, whether it was my achievements, failures, or how others perceived me. But Atma taught me to look inward and recognize that my true essence cannot be touched by these things. Understanding Atma gave me a sense of inner peace. I am not my mistake, my career, or even my success. I am something deeper and unchangeable. Discovering Swadharma, your personal duty. Next, I explored Swadharma, which is all about our personal duty. Krishna tells Arjun in chapter 3, verse 35, "It is better to do one's own duty imperfectly than to do another's duty perfectly. It is better to die following one's own duty. The duty of another brings danger." This verse really struck a chord with me. In a world where we are constantly comparing ourselves to others, chasing someone else's ideas of success, Krishna's word reminded me that my path is uniquely mine. For me, Swadharma is not about being perfect or fitting into a mold. It's about authenticity. I began to ask myself, what is my true calling? What duty am I meant to fulfill? Not because of expectations, but because it aligns with who I truly am. The process was not easy. It challenged me to confront fears and insecurities, to stop chasing someone else's dream, and to focus on what really matters to me. Sometimes that means making tough decisions. But the Gita reminded me that staying true to my duty, even when it's difficult, brings fulfillment. From theory to practice, the beauty of these teachings is that they don't just remain abstract concepts, they are meant to be lived. To really understand how Atma and Swadharma apply to my life, I spent time reflecting on my own duties and my deeper sense of self. I began by journalizing and meditating on these verses. Atma helped me detach from outcomes and focus on my actions with integrity. Swadharma pushed me to evaluate whether I was truly following my path or just chasing someone else's ideas of success. I also connected these teachings to my day to day responsibilities, whether it was work, family, or personal goals. I asked myself, am I doing this because it aligns with my true nature, or is this pursuit of external validation? By integrating these techniques into my everyday life, I was able to navigate challenges with more peace and clarity. I stopped measuring my worth by comparison and instead focused on fulfilling my unique role in the world. So, now I will be talking about what skills I learned: inner peace and self awareness. As I reflected on Atma and Swadharma, I noticed significant growth, not just in my understanding, but also in my actions. These concepts taught me skills that go beyond philosophy. First, I learned the skills of self awareness, recognizing Atma helped me detach from the constant noise around me and focus inward. It gave me the ability to differentiate between the external world and my true essence. I also learned self comparison, understanding that I am not defined by my success or failures, allowed me to approach myself with kindness. When I made mistakes, I was able to reflect without judgment, knowing that I could learn and grow from them. Lastly, Swadharma taught me the value of authenticity. It gave me the courage to follow my own path, even if it is meant stepping away from the crowd. It's about being true to myself, regardless of what others think. How this experience will help me in my future career. So, how will these insights help me in my future career? Well, Atma and Swadharma have already begun to shape the way I approach work and relationship. When I understand that my true self is beyond the external labels, it frees me from the pressure of constantly seeking validations or fearing failure. I am now able to approach challenges with a sense of detachment, knowing that my worth is not tied to the outcome. Swadharma has also been a guiding principle. In my career and personal life, I am becoming more aligned with my purpose. Rather than following the crowd, I am learning to make decisions that feel true to who am I and the leads to greater satisfactions and fulfillment. Reflection on the learning journey. Reflecting on this journey, I am grateful for the wisdom the Bhagavad Gita has offered me. Atma has helped me to look beyond the chaos and find peace in knowing that I am more than the roles I play. Swadharma has guided me toward fulfilling my unique purpose, even when the path is not easy or clear. This reflection process has been an ongoing one. Each day, I continue to integrate these lessons, reminding myself that life is not about perfection, it's about authenticity and staying true to my soul's calling. To conclude, the teachings of Atma and Swadharma offers us a powerful framework for living a life that's peaceful, purposeful, and fulfilling. These are not just philosophical ideas, they are practical tools for navigating the complexities of life, work, and relationship. As I move forward, I know that these teachings will continue to guide me. And I leave you with this question: what is your Swadharma? How can you live in alignment with your true self today? Thank you.